Oh, I'm getting ready to do a pineapple and try this out. Never done it before. Wanted to figure out if it'll work. You can't leave any fruit on, so yeah, I'm gonna twist it off, get all the fruit off. That didn't work very good, so I'll just cut it off. It'll rot if I don't get it off. Good clean. And then just start peeling these down. Alright, anyway, just start peeling these down. Awesome. It's already got roots on it. All these little stringies, there's not a whole lot of them, is roots, or starts of roots. Oh. A lot of these leaves are damaged, so I'll be taking quite a few off. Yep. I'm hoping it ain't too far gone, but it's possible. Put a pinch of Epsom salt in it. Little worm casing. And a smidget of blood meal. Just a little nutrition value, maybe help boost the root growth. So that's how I start a pineapple. I'll update it when I get a little more. I'll probably have to clean the water out and redo this several times. So, but I've got celery done. Pretty much done the same way, and I know these outer ones will rot, but this is what puzzles me. This is sprouted up. It was flat, and it's been in there for a couple days. But we've got green onions already started, and they actually this year one of them come up and put a seed head on, and we got it in a container, so it'll probably go ahead and let it spread, let the seeds fall in the box and go. So we'll have green onions, but this is a way to start a garden. If nothing else, if you can't get much anything else, if you can't get seeds or anything, you can always plant stuff like this to start a garden. So this is a bunch, or one of these onion cuts. That's an onion cut, that's an onion cut. That's just this one here is just a base that we left that had little roots like this one did, that we put in, and somehow it split and it made at least two. And I don't know how big it'll get, but I got 3 more that I'm going to put in here. I'll put 2 on this end. Down in there. I'll put 1 over here. And this is the way you can, you know, this has got a heck of a seed pod on it. Once it's where it droops, I'm going to make sure the seed lands in here. Same for this one. Now this one got nipped already, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I'll always try to take and make sure the seed head ripens all the way and throw it back in the box. These are just all kinds of onions that we got, mostly bunching onions. And we're going to, some of them may get a little bigger, but see, that's a bunching onion. This is a big sweet onion. We're probably letting them grow out so we can separate them out. But this is the old style wicking bed. And somehow it got turned around backwards. So when the water gets up to here, this is where it drains. So that's how that works. It's a wicking bed of an old design. So them are avocado seeds, and that's how we start them. We've got one that actually split out of a bunch we've tried, and then this is a starter for an ivy. And these are mimosas, and I think there's a couple pawpaws in there that we got to get started. So I just went in the house and I found this. This has been in the icebox. We forgot about it, and it's got enough roots on it. I'm going to put it down right here, not too deep but not too shallow either. And with the way it looks, it's possible that that might actually make 3. So, and when these get a little bigger, see, I think this is a double here. So when they get a little healthier, I'll split them in 3 and put them back in the box and let them go again after they dry and season for a little bit. So this is just one way that we multiply our garden every year. So, and then these are our tomatoes. I gotta get some fertilizer in here. I ain't had much in here yet. And there should be cucumbers. It looks like right back there, a few cucumbers coming up. We let the cucumbers grow up and harvest them, and by the time the tomatoes are ready, then the cucumbers are done for. So just a little peek at some of our garden stuff. These tomato cages I got. This one here is from concrete wire, goes in flooring, and I cut them and make it a 2-foot circle and use it for tomato cages. It's a lot cheaper and a lot heavier duty. They slip down over 5-gallon buckets too, so it makes it handy. But it's just one of the things that I figured out. And I take leave one wire long, and I do this on top and bottom, and then the rest of the way down I use hog green clips to hold it together. These will last 5-10 years, maybe longer. So it's not a lifetime investment, but it's a dang good investment for how cheap they are. The thing I like about them is you can get your hand in them easy. So and you can actually put more than one plant in it. We do when it's out in the bigger beds. We put one on each side. We get 2 plants in it, and it does really good. So this is the big cage I make. These are the smaller cages I make for just this type of bed. We got tomatoes all over the place. That way, if a bunch of them get blight in one place, maybe these won't, or so we just however we can. So, all right. But yeah, the tomato cages are easy to make, and they'll last for quite a while, and they're 5 foot tall. So if you want to set them on the bed and maybe wire them down somehow, that would work too. But I like burying mine down in, and that gives me, with these beds, it gives me about 4 foot above the ground, or 4 foot total. These actually are taller than me sitting here, so they didn't go down quite as deep, I don't guess. So that's I guess it's a good thing, because now I can get really tall tomatoes. I had really tall ones here last year. So this is about 2 weeks on the potatoes. The peanuts are coming in good. I got to get them all transplanted into the hills. At least I got a good start on them. And then this is the big box, and I got to get all of this filled up with dirt as far as I can, or compost as far as I can, and then let them keep growing. Now I ought to have a heck of a potato harvest out of this box here. And then I got one more toad I found, and I'm going to use it to make another one. So, but yep, everything's doing really good in the boxes, and looks great. So if you look down in here, it's that deep, so down to the soil. So I'm going to use some of this grass clippings I've got to start filling in, give them more places to go with potatoes. This is dry. It may look green, but it's pretty dry. Some of it just dried really good before I bagged it up. It dried really quick. This will make a really nice spot for the potatoes to go as they keep growing up. There's no telling how tall this will get before it's over with. They're getting close to 1.5 feet now. So, the nice thing about it is, if I try to keep as much loose stuff in here as possible, that even when they potato, I can keep them growing for as long as I want, and eventually I'll be able to reach down in here and feel around for potatoes and pull them out. Now this will compact down some over time, but everything underneath is fairly loose soil too. It's really soft, and it should let the potatoes grow without too much trouble. So, and I'm going to sprinkle some peat moss around. Not a lot, just sprinkle it. It'll help catch water and hold water. All this stuff is deteriorating down. I used to do this in boxes, tires. I used to stack tires. The first year I ever done it, I threw some old rotten taters out. And it's where I was piling mowed grass and weeds that I cut down with a scythe. It was one of my biggest potato deals of forever. I mean, there's like 100 pounds of potatoes in that pile. And it really worked out good. So, like I said, I'm just sprinkling a little peat here and there. Like I said, it won't be much. That's why I save my grass clippings is for this. So I'm gonna do the other bin like that, and but that's how I grow potatoes. I can pull them out as I need them if I keep loose stuff in there where it's growing up in the loose. I'll keep filling this up over time with more grass and stuff like that. So, like I said, that's one way of doing it. So, hope you learned something. Hope you're doing something you enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one, because I sure am enjoying this.